class. Today we're going to be looking at how to find volume. Now, what is volume? Volume is the amount of space that is actually inside of a shape. Now, a couple shapes that you might know. One is a cylinder, and this is like a pop can. So the volume would be the amount of liquid or pop that is actually held within the pop can. The next shape that we're going to be looking at today is a cone, and this is kind of like a party hat. So if you took a party hat and flipped it upside down, poured something into it, that's what we're trying to find. How much liquid will a party hat hold, or a cone? So these two things, they both have formulas, and they're individual formulas. There's not an end-all formula for volume. So, yeah. Alright everybody, so we are going to look at a simple figure first. A cylinder and cone are kind of difficult, so we're going to stick to a cube for right now. Now a cube or a square is a little bit more simplistic. So if you're looking for the area of a square and you're looking at one side, you're going to multiply a length times a width. Now when you're measuring volume and trying to find volume, you're going to add in that extra dimension that makes it a cube, that you can see it all the way around. So you're going to multiply that length times the width, and then you're going to add in the extra dimension, which would be your height. And when you multiply all that together, it'll get you your volume for a cube. Alright, so here are our two shapes that we're going to be working with today. The first one, a cylinder. Second is a cone. Now, things that these two shapes have in common, the first is the base, which is this flat edge right here. You can see that when I put cone inside the cylinder, the edges are the same there. The next thing they have in common are the height. They're the same height. If you look at them, line them up correctly, get it in there, you can see it. The way they are different is the volume. Now this is the space that is actually inside the cylinder. You can see that the cone doesn't cover nearly as much space. Now, this is also the reason that they have separate formulas. Now, the first part, I'll go with the cylinder first, is pi r squared, which represents the base. That's always going to be the bottom side. And then the remainder of the formula is pi r squared times h, which is the height, which represents how tall the shape is. Now, the cone, since it has the same base, is the same thing. Pi r squared represents the base. It also has a height that goes from the top to the bottom of the base. The only difference is, since it's smaller, it is pi r squared times h divided by 3. Now, this has to be done because a cone is 1/3 in volume as big as a cylinder, which is what you can see here. So 3 cones makes up 1 cylinder.